Hello everyone, my name is Ambrose-Medebem. Welcome to the Women's Inspiring Impact Network, Wiin. I work as a Communications Public Affairs Director and have over 20 years experience. During that time, I've been asked many times by young men and women to coach and mentor them. And this is why I've set up this platform specifically focused on ambitious and discerning career-orientated women. At the start of my career, I certainly wish this was available, and I look forward to interacting with you over the time. Today, we're going to talk about 5 things I wish I knew when I started my career. Hindsight is a good thing. I'm sure we've all said, oh darn, I wish I knew this then. Very clearly, hindsight is always something that we wish we had had the foresight to have known about. The 5 things I've been focusing on and sharing with you are 1, values and purpose, network, it's not about money, always having an option, and always trying to exceed expectations. So with the first one, in terms of values and purpose, for me as a woman and as a person, mine is very simple: to treat people the way I'd like to be treated. And that resonates in everything that I do. It doesn't always happen all the time, but it's something that I always am very conscious of. So as you grow in your career, always ensure you have values. In correlation to values is purpose. It's important that you actually have to be clear on where you're going. And you can only achieve that when you're very clear on what your purpose is. What is purpose? It's what you stand for and why. Again, let me share mine with you. Mine is to inspire best in myself and others. Needless to say, Wiin has been born today. I want to share that with you so that I can achieve that and you can also be the best versions of yourself. So purpose, again, if we relate that to an analogy that I used, is the ship. You're anchored, so you have your values. Your purpose, you know where you're going. Otherwise, the ship will simply be roaming around and be drifting at sea. The second one is about networking. I have a very simple formula with regards to networking. For me, it's about banking credits. So yes, we're all very well versed on how to network. I'm a very shy person, by the way. It's not my natural state, but I had to work on that. If you listen to my first version about ART, understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. So I've worked on that, and I've ensured that wherever situation I am in, I identify who it is I want to connect with. You never know what that person is interested in doing. See what you can do to help. See what support you can help to enable that person remember you. That's a very important one, because networking, there's always a lot of people that you meet. So networking, understand why you're also going to an event. Also try and ensure that when you are at that event, you're focused and achieve what you want to achieve. Again, network, connect, engage, and bank. Bank favors, bank support you can provide. Whatever it is, just make sure that you have given something back so that when you do need your help from that person that you've connected and networked with, it'll be very easy and seamless. Now, it's important that you understand that whatever you want to do, it's something you're passionate about and really something that you can do even without being paid. So my third point, and what I'm sharing with you today, is that it's not always about money. That can never ever be your primary motivator. Clearly, money is important, don't get me wrong. It's very important that we do understand the usefulness of money, but it should not be the only barometer that you have. Because why? Quite frankly, you can always connect, exceed, and do a lot more when you're passionate about what it is that you're doing. So it's very important that you always are conscious about that. Another area that I'd like to share with you is about ensuring that whatever you do, always have options. It's very important. I've worked for more than 20-something years. I think I'm almost into my 30th decade. And I've always ensured, as a mother, I have 3 children and a loving home and a loving marriage. But what I've always done is that no matter what situation I am in, there's always a contingency plan. So always have a plan B. Let me illustrate. When I was having my children, for instance, I took time out. One thing I did do was I went and retrained whilst on maternity leave and became a financial advisor, qualified, by the way, with the Chartered Insurance Institute. That was my plan B, my option B. So while I was at home with the children, I was also still earning an income. Probably sounds contradictory when I'm saying it's not all about the money, but I did also say that money is important. So again, that was something that I certainly needed to do, but I also needed to do something that I enjoyed doing. And just to really illustrate further, I focused as well. Remember I said about focus. I focused on only providing financial advice to high net worth women. I remember I used to work with Fiona Price and Partners way back many years now. My first daughter is 21 now. That was years and years ago. But I always say, try and have that because again, nobody knows tomorrow. And at the end of the day, you also want to do something else. The other thing I also want to mention, which is my fifth option, is ensuring that whatever you want to do, make sure it's your best thing or best version of whatever you're involved in. I shared with you what I stand for and my leadership stand, which is about inspiring best in myself and others. And even in my team where I work, we have a running joke where I always say a lot of the work you shared with me is good, and they actually finish the sentences when I say it's good, but it's not great. So whatever you do, iteration after iteration should be infinite. You can go back and change, but so long as you know it's the best. So what I also want you to understand is that always stand for excellence. At the end of the day, those that get promoted don't get promoted because they're good. They get promoted because as far as they're concerned, i.e. the employers, they see them as having great, excellent potential. So those are the 5 things that I really wanted to share with you today. And it resonates back to you winning in your career. I look forward to hearing from you all in terms of your comments. I'm pretty sure this is not exhaustive, that you have some other tips that you can share. And this is an interactive platform, so do share your comments. So send me an email, and you're still scrolling at the bottom, our social media details. Do ensure that you also sign up and connect. Again, this is all about us women impacting each other, and the only way we can do that is by ensuring that we share and connect as women. My name is Fola Ambrose-Medebem. Thank you.